So now we're on FL Studio. The first thing I'll do is take my BPM to 118 and take my swing to around 28%. And then we're going to go ahead and select our sounds that we're going to use for our drum kit. I'm going to have to say that sound selection is very important because those are the fundamentals of the genre that you're creating. So for deep house, I prefer these sounds. Go to pegs and then legacy and then drums and then vintage. As you can see, there's a lot of peg folders for different genres, but then for deep house, I prefer these ones. I'm not saying they're the only ones you can use, but with these ones, I know you can never go wrong. So for the kick, I'm going to use that, fill each 4 steps, and then we're going to go ahead and fill in a head. Let's fill in each 4 steps. Shift them 2 units or 2 steps to the right. And then let's go ahead and get a clap. Okay, this one is too open. Let's get a closed hi-hat. Just add a bit of reverb. I think that's it for our drum kit, but I'm gonna go ahead and add a snare. What I can recommend for deep house is that we start off with some chord progression. Let's try get a sound from Morphine. Let's go to keyboard. Okay, that sounds fine. I'm gonna go select a minor 9th and let's just get a nice root note to start off with. All right. Okay, the last part there sounds too low, so I'm going to take it to the mixer and add an EQ and just trim off the low frequencies. And then give it a bit of release and sustain. What I'll do next is add a cross beat to apply some side chaining. Try add another sound from GMS. Let's add a melody now. Let's get something from GMS. Go to the leads and try get a nice sound. Just gonna duplicate this Now we're gonna add a bass line. Let's use Fruity DX10 E flute. Okay, let's layer that up with a log drum. So I'm gonna transpose this an octave downward to make it sound too low. But since it sounds too low, I'm gonna give it a bit of distortion. So I just copied what we have here on the E flute and pasted it here on the log drum, but I'm going to transpose it an octave upward. Let's try layer up the melody with something from, let's try morphine again. Go to the keys. Okay, let's duplicate this and transpose the last note an octave upward. And what I'm gonna do next is, since this is playing for a longer time, I'm gonna cut it out, paste it on its own pattern. Now we can play it. That sounds mellow. I think I like this one. So let's try to figure out how we would go about the song arrangement of this song. So what I'll do is duplicate what we have already and then remove this pattern over here and maybe make a break like that and add pattern 4. I'll add it over here. All right. So what I'm going to do to pattern 4 is make some drum rolls. Let me copy that and paste it there and paste it there. But then for my hi-hats, I'll give them the type of rolling that they do on most of these trap and hip-hop songs. So I'll activate the chopper by pressing Alt+U. Yeah. And then play around with the velocity just like that. And this is how it will sound. And then what I can do is add some effects. Let's see what they have here. A crash would do. And what I like doing for my crash is I clone it and then reverse the copy of it. Reverse. And then add reverb and delay to it. At this point, we can add a vocal.
Now go. Activate.
It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare.
Okay, that would do. Let's see. Let's edit there. But I'm gonna do a lot of processing to it. Let's just listen to how it sounds for now.
It was a nightmare.
Okay, I'm gonna take it to the mixer. The first thing I'm gonna do is cut off some low frequencies, and then I will then add a reverb. Let's add a reverb to it.
It was a nightmare.
And then add a delay. Okay, now let's add a gross beat.
It was a nightmare.
I'm gonna add a convolver. And then widen up the stereo of it. Let's try play that again.